hit on that. And this ReFirement zone, as you talk about, and this sort of aging population, Lansing in this region is a tremendous place for folks in our demographic and age group to be, right? You have this, and whether you're driving to Williamson, to Grand Ledge, or you're Mason, there's so many wonderful communities with some great restaurants. And at the center of this, you have this urban core of Lansing and East Lansing and what's happening. I mean, you got people that haven't been back to the region in 5 years. You take them to East Lansing, they're blown away with what's happened there, right? So tall buildings have gone up. You got a rooftop bar that's overlooking Spartan Stadium. You see the skyline of downtown Lansing. And so there are great assets and resources, throughout the region, support a lot of age groups and demographics.
We're going to come back and finish that thread, because that's where we want to talk about this whole show is the region of mid-Michigan and why you need to know about this and share it with your kids, because we're very proud of our region and our hometown. Tim Daman's here. Tom at the ReFirement Zone, Lansing, Michigan. Connect, grow, thrive. I like that tagline too. Pull that off your website.
Like Connect, Grow, Thrive.
That's sweet. Yeah. Really well done. The simplest way to connect with us is via our website, which again went through a little bit of a more situation. We changed some things around. I really wanted to streamline it. Sandy and I got together. We got with our advisor and we made it better. So please go to tomattshow.com and check that out, because that's where you can connect with our YouTube channels, which are doing really well. Our new presence there, which isn't so new anymore, but it's taken a little while to get that going. But if you want little clips and video clips and short clips and all this, we got lots of stuff over there. So please check that out. It's all via the website. Facebook, if you want to connect, Facebook, Tom Matt Show, Instagram and Twitter, they're all the same, Tom Matt Show. Our mission is to build an engaged society and team. That's what we're doing in mid-Michigan. That's why we have people like Tim Daman or Andy Shore on the show, or Julie Reinhardt, or any of those people. We want to connect with all of you. So whichever social media is your favorite, please drop us a note. We will respond to every note. Every note. We want your input. I was just getting some input from a student that I know and talking about ideas. And I am totally open with getting ideas from people. So please send us a note. The ReFirement Zone, Lansing, mid-Michigan. The ReFirement Zone is all about community collaboration, cooperation, the 3 C's, sharing our stories and ideas. And that's it. And we want to build the RFZ into something special, and we are doing it. That's why we do the radio show. That's why we have the podcast. And now we have all the video stuff. And it's just a riot. And I am so grateful to people like Tim Daman, my guest today, and people like all of my mentors at Michigan State University and all of the students that I come in contact with. Love all of you guys so much. Let's talk more about it. All right, Timmy. So you're talking about all the different new industries that have come to mid-Michigan, financial, IT. I really loved what you said about that Capital Council of Governments. I had a professor of mine, a mentor, who always said Lansing needs to do more of this regionalization like Columbus, like Indianapolis has done. And it sounds like you guys are moving in that direction. That's fantastic. Can you please share a little more info on that, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Capital Council of Governments, I mean, it was really sort of born out of an idea from Bob Showers. And Bob is a Clinton County commissioner and has chaired that Clinton County board for a number of years now. And under his leadership, he was able to bring together his partners and colleagues at Ingham and Eaton County to really kind of bring this focus on more of a regional approach. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a unigov or a regional government type of collaboration, but the fact that the counties are kind of providing some leadership, I think, is critically important. I am a big believer in countywide government. I think there's a lot to be said. I think a lot could be gained from that county executive form of type of government as well. I mean, in Michigan, a lot of people will point to Oakland County and, the long-serving executive there at Elbrooks Patterson, and you look at the prosperity that happened there. You're talking with a unified voice and so forth. And so there's a lot to be said about that. But the 3 counties, we've been working closely with them over the last, I think it's about 6 or 7 years now with this initiative. And I mentioned the Heritage Hall piece. We've had some other wins in infrastructure as well. And one of the big ones was an expansion of a stretch of road, about a 2-mile stretch of road called Coleman Road, up in the northern tier of East Lansing. And it was something that had been in the works and planned for over 20 years, and never were able to get any traction with getting some state dollars to support that investment. And we were able to do that in 2019. And in the middle of COVID in October of 2020, we cut the ribbon on Coleman Road. And so